I joined the Marine Corps at 17 years old and I was hell-bent on being a helicopter door gunner, and unfortunately on my last deployment to Afghanistan, my helicopter went down, and as a result of that I've had a left leg above the knee amputation. I've had damage to my spine, both cervical and lumbar, both arms, had severe facial trauma and a traumatic brain injury that required me to do 2 years of speech therapy, 2 years of cognitive therapy, vestibular, occupational, and mental health, even more importantly.
I have to tell you that I didn't know Sergeant Ennis' story until someone asked me to speak. And her story is one that I thank God I got to know, because it is something that has inspired me to be a better person. She harnessed herself in the door as a gunner, and being a soldier on the ground, needing help from the air. I can tell you there's nothing like the sound of a rotary wing aircraft coming to your help. There's no sound that can give you the comfort like that, especially when things are bad. And that was Sergeant Ennis. Of all the things that she's done, this is what she said: there's nothing I would have rather done than signed up to serve my country. And this is why, while she stood on a leg that wasn't her own, she said, I'd do it all over again. I would lay down my life for the man or the woman to my left or right. And that is a hero.
In a world of chaos, in my specific world of chaos, it's nice to know that I'm finally going to be coming home to a place of peace. I'm going to be able to come into a place where now I have this vast community of people that I barely know at this point, that when I am having a bad day, when I am feeling weak, I can pull strength from them.
When I found out they were giving her this house, it just felt like she could really be independent. She could live at home, independent by herself, and be able to do the daily functions of life. I actually didn't have to worry about being able to have access to the microwave and all of the things that are handicap accessible, taking a shower, and things that we take for granted.
One of the biggest things, people often think that a house is just a house, but especially for somebody like me, it's the framework for the rest of your life. It's the framework for your future. It's the ability or the opportunity for me to have a normal career, for me to have the independence, and even more so just to have the future that I thought I was going to have when I was a little kid. Thank you, York Heating and Air Conditioning, for helping me keep me and my house cool. A lot of times people don't realize that missing your leg, you still have the same amount of blood in your body. So it's almost like having too much oil in your radiator with less surface area to dissipate heat. So typically I'm running 20 degrees warmer than everybody else. So your contribution is monumental in keeping me content and really helping me move forward with my athletic career and everything else that I choose to do.
Thank you, Johnson Controls, for your generous donation of the York cooling system for our forever home. You're going to help keep me and my family very comfortable for years to come.
Thank you, Johnson Controls and the Johnson Control family, for all you do for veterans.
Thank you.
We have a surprise home announcement to a family who is so hopeful and so beautiful and so loving. There was a veteran here that was injured, that served our country so valiantly, and has returned home and suffered so much. We're here right now to say thank you, where it's meaningful and memorable. So we're going to give this new family a home. And Viviana, the home you're hoping for in Royal Gardens, Florida, I want you to know it's yours.
Being 31 years old, never smoking before, that was shocking. When he came back, they told us that the only two options were to have a brutal surgery that would remove his voice box and his tongue and make him feed through a tube in his stomach, not being able to speak or eat ever again. The other choice was to do radiation and chemotherapy. That would only buy us time. We of course chose to do the chemotherapy and the radiation, and that nearly killed him, only to have the treatment fail, and we ended up having to do the surgery anyway. So the reason why you have to wait a minute is because he had to type on his phone what he wanted me to tell you, because he no longer has a voice. For the first time since losing my ability to speak, I'm grateful, because no words that I could muster will be able to convey the gratitude we're experiencing right now. We love you all so much, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, York Heating and Air Conditioning. We're very thankful for everything that you do and for helping us get our dream home.